went offline. And I'm not exactly sure when the heck that happened. Great. Thank you so much, Streamlabs, you pain in the ass. Yeah, that, let me double check. I don't know if my... Let's see, 13 minutes ago. So, shouldn't have been offline for more than a couple of minutes, but still. That's a big whoops right there. Let me actually pop out, let me see if I can pop out the chat on here, because clearly I need to keep Streamlabs, like, completely closed, because otherwise bad things happen. Shield mode, highlight settings, chat setting. Can I actually get a pop out, please? No. Apparently it doesn't want to pop out. That's great. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to tweak some of that shit later. But yeah, apologies for that. Hopefully I didn't shut down too... hopefully it didn't last too long. Okay, it looks like I literally... What the fuck? Okay. It literally just popped up there quickly. So hopefully that didn't kick me off for too long, but I don't know what the hell happened. I think if I hit like enter or something, some button combination when I hit it while having it selected, it just shuts the stream off. So let's try not to do that again. Okay, we're out of cages, so I'm going to have to produce some more. We actually are low on wood, so I think what I'm going to do is, let's make some iron cages. We have a lot of iron. So let's scroll down here. I swear I keep getting texted. Okay. Iron cages. Let's... Oh my god, please stop. There we go. Let's put that on mute for now. Jeez, I swear. Ah... Never a day goes by when they're not texting me about something or another. Alright, let's go down and take a look at the progress here. Okay, it looks like... Let me make sure that we actually do still have spare... Good, we still have some spare tombs. Good, let's go all the way down and check on our progress here and make sure that we actually got floored in properly. Good, so we don't have to worry about this anymore. So now that that's been taken care of, let's continue. We'll continue right here. Also, what's that? Oh, malachite. Nice. Or malachite, whatever it's called. I know that there's usually a couple people that always whack me over the head with that one. But I will likely continue to butcher it as always. Oh, here we go. We got marble. So, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, marble should be our flux stone. Let me double check here. Marble can be used as a flux stone, so we have found our flux stone. Nice. Excellent, excellent. So that being the case... Now is, we're going to go like this. Oh, whoops. What do we have here? Oh, granite. I don't know if granite is also flux. I don't think it is, but let's double check. Granite. It contains a large variety of gems and ores. Unfortunately, granite isn't magma safe. Okay. I don't know if it actually will give me gems and ores, though. We also got galena, we got mica, we got hematite, which is the other iron ore. That's actually one thing that I'm noticing a lot in this version, and I actually kind of like. Although I'm sure I can tweak things again to make resources a bit more scarce, but I like how there's like multiple different veins underground. Like you're not just gonna embark on a fortress where you're like, oh, so the only ores I have access to in my entire fortress are lead and silver. Great, fantastic. I guess I'm gonna have to make the entirety. Well, actually, to be honest, though, lead and silver are not terrible for like making blunt weapons, but in general, you don't necessarily want those. All right, let's go ahead and start. And again, we're gonna try not to breach the walls here, while also harvesting all of the delicious marble here. And with that, we're gonna be able to start producing steel. Glorious, glorious steel. Oops. Let's not go crazy there. Excellent, excellent. Damn, I love this music. So good. I know they posted links to the OST on like YouTube and such, but I might just freaking buy it, honestly, because it's just so damn good. Although I still do miss a lot of the songs from SoundSense and some of the tunes from that, but overall I really do love this soundtrack. Okay, let's zoom on up. Okay, we got a lot of upset people. Possibly because the drinks are kind of, you know, not flowing like they should be. Amount of drinks available is less than 200. Check daily. And I'm just going to have another one kind of just roll with it there until it throws up the order. Okay. Because we are producing a lot of that. Let me actually double check here as well. Let's start working on some lavish meals. Because we should have a lot of pretty decent amount of food, I think. Actually, let me go into work orders here. Lavish meals. Unrotten prepared meals is less than. Let's say. Okay. Less than 100, then please continue cooking that. Thank you. Likewise, let's get a work order for rendering fat. And this one's going to specify. So if the amount of, because I just want them to basically render the fat if we have any fat available. So by telling them to check daily, and if the there's literally any fat like 1 or above available, then they will initiate and start rendering it. And they'll do that 10 at a time. Okay. Let's go up top here. Okay, this has been finished off, so bread. I think it was. Okay. Trying to think if I actually built the altar or not. Offering place. Okay. What about the other one? Offering place. Was that the only one we have now for that specifically? I think it might be. Rock altar. It is. We'll make 4 of them. But actually, I thought so. There is no, like, offering place. It's literally just the altar. Oh, yeah. Welcome, Vegetable Tofu. I actually do quite enjoy it. But then again, I've been playing this since, like... God, actually, when was the... Let me double check and see when that update even came out. When did the evil biome come out? I'm not sure, but it was quite a long time ago. Because I think one of the oldest videos I had was from over 10 years ago. So I've been playing Dwarf Fortress for a very long time. And I actually really do like what they've done to kind of change and freshen up the game with this update here. They've made some really good improvements, and they've made it a lot more user-friendly for new people. Not to say that it's perfect, there is still a lot of aspects of it that... Like, the tutorial, from what I've seen, is pretty decent, but there's still a lot of additional things that could be kind of added in. Kind of like if I go into the basic laboring jobs here, it's like, where's my cooks? Where's my cook and brewer as a default job? Like, planters is on there, which is important, but the planter job is literally just the planter job. It is not planting, cooking, and brewing, which I would default that to, you know, being all of them. But because they basically say every dwarf can do every job to begin with, this game is very old. Yes, like, let me double check here and see. Let me see when this first released. The initial release date was August the 8th of 2006. So this game has been worked on for almost getting close to 20 years at this point. Not quite, but still, it's getting there. We're a couple of years off from hitting that mark, but it's basically been like what 16 years, and I've been playing it for like 10 at least. So yeah, it is an old game. It has been worked on very slowly over time. So much detail has been added on over time. Actually, I wonder, did we actually engrave his... We haven't engraved this yet. I really need to do that. Let me actually designate that quickly. Yeah, we need to engrave our noble's quarters here. He must have the most fanciful quarters around. There we go. Let me go ahead and build some statues, furniture. Let's get some statues up in here. So we'll get 3 statues in there to kind of start with. Let me actually create a zone for this area here. So this is going to be a meeting area. And let's go ahead and erase this little corner piece here. There we go. Want to try the stream... Yeah, the stream adventurer mode is going to be interesting. Because with the default of this game essentially is the fortress mode. So that's where you take your 7 dwarves, you embark to an area, and then you try to basically survive. And your end goal is essentially to become a mountain home. So you start off as just a regular kind of outpost, and then you work your way up to being a kind of a town, and then you want to, rise through the ranks and become a barony, and then county, and then eventually work your way up to getting your own king or queen and becoming a mountain home. Ironically enough, with we actually had something kind of funny happen, which was randomly, I guess, the old baron of the tribe of this kind of tribe of dwarves had died, and one of the dwarves in my fort was actually the next in line to that title of baron. So essentially what happened was we instantly got upgraded to a barony because he was a baron. he suddenly became a baron. So we skipped like all of that progression towards being a mountain home and instantly became a barony because of that, which is freaking hilarious. That was so random. Alright, let's go ahead and assign this to a new location. This is going to be a new temple. The Doctrine of Gates, which I believe... I'm trying to remember which one of these is the one that I had a pledge for. I'll have to double check. I wonder if that'll even show up anywhere. Locations. Yep, there's our Baron. Written content. Yep, Justice. Trying to think if I can pull that up anywhere. Because I know I needed to make I did promise to make a temple for them, but I don't remember who it was. Basically, once you're a mountain home, you can keep playing if you want, because there's no real end to this, to be honest. So once you become a mountain home, you can do things like, start building golden pillars in your halls and engraving them with legendary engravings and stuff like that. Or, start making some ridiculous items or trying to make funky contraptions, Oh, hey, Voron, welcome. The camels are as restless as always. It's because, or you can do things like what I'm doing here, which essentially, this is a giant inverted pyramid fort. So it starts off at the bottom here and starts working its way up the different levels. This one's going to be a bit wider. This one's going to be even wider. And so on, followed up to this guy, which is, you can see, about yay big. So this is going to be a 64 by 64, 64 room floor. This is going to be a 100 floor room, or 100 room floor, so that's going to extend out to here. And then again, this one is going to extend even further out to here, which is going to have all the various temples, guild halls, and all that. As well as the, eventually going to have all of the nobles' quarters here built, and eventually the throne room, so... This is a ridiculous project to do because it takes a long time to construct out exterior buildings. Like, if you want to build an exterior keep, because usually you build a fort in the ground, because it's easy. You can just dig it out, you can smooth out the walls, and you can then engrave them. It's quick, easy done. But having to, mine materials, then turn those materials into blocks, which makes them, easier to haul, and then have those blocks hauled up and built takes a lot of time. So I'm basically, bringing back the old challenge of building something like this in a very excessive manner. They will use iron bars to build if I do not specifically designate what I want them to use. So yes. But they haven't done that recently because I have been very specific with telling them what to do. But yeah, there's also different systems you can set up. You can set up the new minecart systems and so on to have things hauled up properly. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do. You can set up your own waterfalls, which is essentially what I'm going to have right here. This is going to be both the cistern for essentially the tavern and hospital to get water from, but it's also where the heck's my well? I thought I built a well there. That's kind of weird. I guess maybe I just oh, because we're out of buckets, of course. Of course we're out of buckets. Why wouldn't we be out of buckets? Make some iron buckets just because we have a lot of iron. And I need buckets. The dwarves do not kill each other, no. You can get into wars, but you will never have wars between dwarves. Let's go ahead and remove those so I can wall this in properly and get that nice and sealed up. So yeah, you can go to war with the elves. You can usually what happens is after your fortress gets to a certain value, you will eventually go to war with what's it called? You'll eventually have the goblins showing up trying to raid you. Yeah, there are instances where, you know, dwarves can go insane and start attacking everybody around them, but beyond that, there's no actual, like, war between dwarven civilizations. So we are out of logs here. Let me go ahead and designate some trees in the area to be chopped down. Hopefully the camels don't show up again. Let me actually check the area, make sure there are no camels. There is one camel. Let me actually send my... I'll send my warriors out there, because the weird thing is the camels are not leaving. They're not leaving at all. And actually, you know what I'm going to do here? Let's go ahead and... because I'm going to fight him off, but I'm also going to do this. Okay, so I don't have much choice there. Build traps, cage. Go ahead and now we only have enough for one, but that's fine. So I'm gonna put a little wall here to force them into this cage trap, because I'm sick and tired of these camels kicking my ass. Alright, if you would be ever so kind to go murder that camel, I would appreciate it. Go, Spear Dwarf! Get that son of a gun. He's like, oh no, I'm being chased! To run away! They're actually armed! Usually I only murder civilians! 'Cause I'm a camel! And camels are assholes! BNL, which is build wall. Again, I have to build the walls individually, one at a time, to make sure that they don't blow up my face. Oh, shit! No, he lost his spear! Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. He actually lost his spear. He got stabbed. Stabbed him in the left rear foot, chipping the bone. Ligaments and tendons were torn. The force twists its leg. He punched him in the left rear foot, bruising the muscle. Punched him in the upper body, bruising the muscle and liver. He managed to stab him in the left rear leg, chipping the bone. It was knocked unconscious. The spear was lodged firmly in the wound. Oh, it actually he hit him in the skull too. So he stabbed him in the head with the iron spear, tearing the muscle, chipping the skull, and tearing the brain, which should have killed him, but it didn't. So the spear got lodged firmly in the wound. He tried to attack, but we jumped away. Oh, ouch. So the camel managed to kick the spear dwarf in the head with the right front hoof, bruising the skin through the helmet. We punched, in return, stabbed him in the foot. Again, we really like stabbing them in the feet, apparently. I don't know why. Uh-oh. So we again stabbed him in the upper body, tearing the muscle, fracturing the ribs. The spear was lodged in the wound. We tried to pull on it, but and regain possession. Okay. We managed to stab him in the skull again, tearing at the brain, but he's still somehow alive. The camel managed to kick us in the head again. Luckily, the attack was straight up deflected. Man, they're really... Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Managed to kick the spear dwarf in the neck, and the injured part is smashed into a bloody, unrecognizable mass. Arteries have been opened by the attack. That is a severe injury we got there. Man, I need some. I need to get some like chainmail neck coverings. Apparently. Let's see. Managed to kick him in the lower arm. It was deflected, though the force twists the elbow. Manages to kick him in the right foot. Oh, the part explodes into gore. Ouch. So the right foot is now gone as well. I like how we basically stabbed this camel in the skull twice, tearing its brain up, and yet it still is alive and kicking quite literally, and pretty much killing this dwarf. Tearing apart the muscle, bruising the bone. Spear dwarf attacked him and missed. Okay, let's go to the end here. Kicked him in the neck again. Oh, wow. Bruising the muscle and tearing apart the upper spine's nervous tissue. Ooh, that is really bad. That is really bad. How are you not dead? You're a 3-year-old camel and you've managed to just... Oh, my God. Heavy bleeding. Oh, that's not good. It came back again. Man, never mess with the camels. Shakes the spear dwarf around by the head, tearing apart the head's muscle, tearing apart the upper body, spine, nervous tissue. Wow, yeah, he's dead. He is probably about to die. He is bleeding out so heavily right now. Yeah, he's wounded, he is seriously, and he's dead. Crap. Well, that sucks. That's what happens when the rest of the military is like so damn slow. By the time they actually catch up, the battle's already over. That really sucks. Ah. Yeah, his helmet really should have been designed to protect the neck. Yeah, exactly. And the fact that, again, I'm not... Is that all the blood due to the camel? Yeah. Well, it's both of their blood, I think. It's a mix of dwarf blood and camel blood there. But yes, it was literally because he, yeah, that's all his blood right there. Yeah, that's mostly his blood because of the, But again, the camel got stabbed in the skull twice. And it heavily damaged not only, like, the nerves, but also the brain. So that thing should have been dead. It should have dropped dead right then and there. But this zombie camel was so hell-bent on surviving that not only did it manage to survive lethal blows, but it also then gave out lethal blows, which is why I keep saying you gotta watch out with the camels, because they are lethal beyond measure. It's kind of ridiculous how lethal they are. Okay, let's get the offering furniture, offering place. Okay, there we go. $17 worshippers, 47 worshippers for that one. I don't remember which one it was we promised to make a temple for. So I'm just going to go ahead and label it for Ravol, I guess, since we have the most worshippers of that here. The Abbey of Gloves. Very nice. Yeah, and those camels are just vicious. Absolutely vicious. Oh well, it's about that's about what I've come to expect from the dastardly camels. Yep, looks like that needs to be floored in here. Let me actually go back to specifying materials. We actually do have a good stockpile of blocks now. So I do need to start getting all this kind of floored in properly. Right, that's already connected there, so I'll start connecting it over here just in preparation. Likewise, we'll connect up to here, connect up to there, connect up to here, just so that we're ready to go for all of this. Like how it's not giving me the same indicator that it did previously. There we go, and here. If I close out of it, no. For some reason, the floors are no longer showing up with that same kind of icon. Which is weird, but whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and get this kind of patched in here. And that's going to stretch out to here, even though it's not going to be built anytime soon. BNF, get the floor. We'll stretch that up here. Likewise, let's go ahead and get this section here kind of ready to go for the next next bedroom. Oh boy. Curse you, camels. I swear, those camels have been a bane of my existence for too long. I don't care what these ones are made out of, so let's just go ahead and slap them in. Okay, the rest are looking good. Let me actually get another bed over there. Alright, let's get a couple of chests. Oh, wow. So the engravings are at least showing up on the floor, but they're not really showing up on the walls as of yet. Because these walls should also be, yeah, these walls are also engraved, but they aren't showing up as engraved like the floor is. Like the floor, you just take a look at it and you can see it looks engraved. So I hope they change that texture around for something. Like add this icon like on the wall or something in the middle or in the like in between it. Is a fine rendition of the theater of mastering an exceptionally designed image of two forgotten beasts. The image is a symbol of the Letter of Flights, a dwarven civilization. And this is actually another part of the game that's like the complexity of it, is what the dwarves will engrave into things. And they'll do this on items as well as like, and we'll take a look at my artifacts here shortly. Also, it looks like an animal we grew up to become a stray reindeer bowl. And we made a masterpiece iron cage. Nice. Engraved on the wall, which is actually a floor, so that's kind of, that's incorrect. So again, some bugs to be fixed and worked on, because it should be engraved on the floor, not engraved on the wall. Finally designed image of Sigyn Bridged Crows, the dwarf, and control partners the Highwood Bed by Idun. He is raising control partners. The artwork relates to the creation of control partners in Ancient Hatred. Or Hated. I keep thinking I put Hatred, but I put Ancient Hated. Which is, whoops, but whatever. By the dwarf Sigyn in late autumn of 82, which is basically an artifact. So if I look into my objects here, we can see this is the one he's talking about here. So he engraved on the wall the tale of how a dwarf made a artifact bed. If we zoom to the bed, we can see that it's currently in my noble's quarters. It is a Highwood bed. All craft store ships of the highest quality. On the item is an image of Beyond the Stars, the tin glaze-bound codex in Highwood. So not the most intriguing artifact in the world, but still. So as dwarves get into like fey, like weird moods, basically there's two ones. There's a fey mood, and then there's a possession. If they get possessed, they will make an item, but they won't get any skill for it. If they go into a fey mood and they create the item, and if they fail to create it, they go insane. Then they will gain legendary skill in whatever they were working on. If it's masonry, they'll become a legendary mason. If it's woodworking or carpentry, they'll become a legendary, of that. So they gain, legendary level skill in that, and they start pumping out masterwork items like crazy. Alright. We're probably going to start to get requests for guild hall soon, so I should probably get the other section of this finished sometime soon. But anyway. Yeah, we need to go deeper. I mean, I could, actually. Let's see here. Welcome to the world. Let's see if we can find that artifact. Okay. Let's see. No. There's a lot of artifacts. This might take a bit. Hmm. Equal of none. Cradle kiss. No, that's not it. Contempt of calming. Wasn't that it? No, it's an iron short sword. Oh, God. We're going through the list. We're getting there. We're going to find it. We'll find this thing. It's a shame I can't just search it. But I'm not 100% sure I remember what it was called anyway. Meaning of the Forest Retreat. Journey to the... Okay, these are the codexes right here. So now we're into the codexes. So what was that one codex called? Wasn't it this one? Interpretations of the Moving Sun. I gotta double check now. Let's see. Objects. Beyond the Stars. A tin glazed... So, Beyond the Stars is what it's called. Alright, let's find this thing. Let's do this. Beyond the Hamlet. So this is where the codexes start. So we need Beyond the Stars. Beyond the Hamlet. Beyond Evaporation and Condensation. For the Love of Hot... What is it? Hotapes? Okay. No, that's not what we're looking for. So we need Beyond the Artisans. No. Beyond the Mountain Halls. No. Beyond the... Where was that? Beyond the Steps. No, but close. I will find you, damn it. I will find you. Star charts, close. Before trade maps, apparently. Book of Surveying. Oh God, my eyes. Okay. Beyond the Gutter. Not quite what we're looking for. The Dwarf might help. That's funny. God, there are way too many artifacts right now. We're getting close to the end here, and I still haven't found it. I don't know. Might have missed it, maybe. Ah! My eyes! It burns! It burns! Beyond the stars! Found it! Woo! We found it! We finally found it! Inaccessible mission location. So unfortunately, we are unable to retrieve this. Otherwise, we might have actually been able to retrieve this and bring it back to our fort. So it is a tin glaze bound codex. Written portion consists of a 35-page manual entitled Beyond the Stars, authored by Saba Emerive. It concerns the creation of star charts. The writing overflows with sadness. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. So one thing we can do from this screen is we can actually, like, for example, if we create an artifact about another artifact, one thing that we could do is, and this is like an end game thing that we can possibly do, is we can say, you know what, I want to have both artifacts. So we can actually send out our military to, or one of our military squads, I should say, to acquire the item. Now, initially, you will try to acquire it kind of, peacefully. But you can actually acquire it for, acquire it through force if you must. Event or overall about someone creating star charts. It could be about the artifact star chart which we saw before. But either way, like, what do we have? Where's our fort here? Excuse me. So we can see, like, there's a bunch of things in this area here. And there's a couple of things that I can even, like, there's a steel warhammer here. And I can see that it was... Oh yeah, but that's our current squads and what they're doing. So I can order one of my squads to go and retrieve this. If I am so inclined. News and rumors... Dwarven Fortress Rack Power, population 75, site government, the Golden Ramparts of Recluse, civilization, letter of flights. They were known to be, the cancer of silt was known to be in Rock Power. Dwarven Hillock. Huh. Came of the Mare. Group calling itself the Factional Urn founded Guild Lancers after a long journey. Okay, good for them. So yeah, there's a few interesting things on the map we could do with that. Yeah, it could be. But regardless. We struck clear garnet. And actually, one thing that I do need to do now that we actually have access to our flux stone... Here we go. Let me actually make a work order out of this. So we want to make pig iron bars. And we're going to want to make... I'm just going to straight up make... Let's say 40. Okay. And then we want to make another work order after that to make steel bars. And again, we want to make 40. So we will take some iron ore in the flux stone and turn it into pig iron, and we'll then take the pig iron and I believe iron or something like that. I mean, it's pig iron and coke, and then it'll make it into steel bars, something along those lines. But either way, I mean, that's also an option too. Is that one thing that I want to see, one thing that I would love to see happen is, what if with this new version we could seamlessly integrate adventure mode with fortress mode? What if you could click on the best warrior you have in your fortress and go, Go on an adventure, and then you take control of him. And you can walk around like it would be adventure mode and get quests from your fortress or something. Or, become an adventurer or something like that, Wouldn't that be interesting? If we could leave from our own fortress and go on adventures around and then eventually come back to the fortress and then request citizenship or something. And thus we switch back over to fortress mode. Would that not be the coolest freaking thing ever? Like, I would lose my mind if he did that. That would be just the most badass thing feature that the game could have. Would be seamless integration between the two. Do I think that's gonna happen? God, no. But still. Yeah, somewhat similar to Keep Our RLAS. Okay, waiting on construction for those. Let's unsuspend all this. I desperately want to catch a camel so that I can start training them and I can eventually put them on leashes so that they will... Oh god, please be careful. Shade, be careful, Shade! I mean, it might be seriously injured, but still be careful, because that camel will mess you up, buddy. Okay, it looks like we managed to get the one-up on it. Good job, Shade. Whew. So the militia commander finally comes in to avenge his comrade. Manages to hack him in the left rear leg with the iron battle axe, tearing the muscle. The camel attacked him a couple of times, but he jumped away. He managed to hack him in the tail, tearing apart the fat. Man, that axe is kind of terrible if it's only tearing apart the fat. I would expect the tail to sail off in an arc. Camel attacked him again. They jumped away. They're doing kind of a circling maneuver there now. And it's funny too because if any animal kills one of your dwarves, it becomes a named animal. So this camel, for killing the dwarf over there, is now called Mindful Stoked. So that is now the name of the camel. So I always find that funny how we named the horrors that have killed our brothers. Oh, we managed to get another good shot off on him. Let's take a look. Scratched him in the rear leg, tearing the muscle. Hacked him in the lower body, tearing the fat. Hacked him in the lower body again, tearing the muscle. Artery was opened by the attack, and he is bleeding out right now. Vengeance! Vengeance will be mine. Need your dwarf from the other fort? Yes. Yes, we need the Forgotten Beast Slayer. We desperately need him. Man, a lot of dwarves are not happy right now. Probably because we're out of drink again. I think it might just be because we don't have enough brewers. Let's disable that. Yeah, no, you're only brewing and cooking from now on. Competent cook. Because I really do need a lot more brewers right now, that's the thing. I'll give it to him even though he's doing other things as well. But let me go ahead and... Whoops. I'm actually going to build additional stills in here. We're just going to cram the stills in because we need to be brewing a lot faster than we are right now. No, I have not. I made sure to disable food, though, yes. Uh-oh. Yes, I know. He was murdered by a camel. Murdered by the camel. He hacked him in the head, tearing apart the muscle. Artery has been opened by attack. The force twists the neck, and the camel is dead. Oh my god! Run! Run, you fool! Fly, you fool! Fly now! Half as strong as the two-humped ones? So we believe. Oh, great, he is seriously injured. Shane better get home quick, cause that's not good. Okay. Oh, what the hell did we make this out of? Oh, we made it out of logs. Of course we did. Well, let's specify this time. Okay. I desperately need more logs. Well, I guess I could go into the cave and get logs from there. Same as the moose from Cataclysm. Yep, you don't mess with the moose in Cataclysm. You mess with the moose will mess you up. Let's see here if we discovered anything new. Malachite. We got some native silver down here. Olivine. Not sure what that one is. Let me double check. To the wiki. Olivine. It is a yellow mineral. It is magma safe. Can be used for floodgates mechanisms and used for the controlling of magma. So this can be used as a magma safe material. Orthoclase is a common yellow stone. Most common type of stone players will encounter. Kimberlite, we got. Which is Layers Gabbro. It is the only stone in which diamonds are found. Okay. Microline, yep. Let's go ahead and keep digging these stairs down. We're down to layer 64 at this point. We should be running into the lava layer soon. Got a lot of flux stone down here, a lot of galena, some quartz. Good stuff. Dash. Okay, let's go take a look and see if he's moving or not. It's not moving. Oops. Did I just delete the squad? Did I just delete the squad and I wasn't given any kind of notification for that at all? No, like, are you sure you want to delete this squad? No, nothing? Of course that's what happened. That's kind of annoying, to be completely honest. Let me take a look at something here quickly. Good, someone actually finally came to get him. I was like, damn, I have to specify a job for this because nobody's bothering to get him. Alright, the bridge is slowly coming along as well. And what time is it? Because I'm going to have to call things somewhat soon here. We'll slowly expand this wall along the edges to kind of get across here. But it'll take a while to complete it. Alright, pull this back up. Gonna make some pizza. Nice. Why do I need one? Because I don't want them... Essentially what happened... The reason why I'm putting the wall beside the bridge is that if they get attacked on the bridge, they're going to dodge. And usually that means they're going to dodge into the water. And unfortunately, this bridge is considered to be like 6 feet up in the air or some crap like that. So they can't just climb back up on the bridge and run away. They just literally drown. It's kind of annoying. I kind of wish dwarves could swim. At least a little bit. Because dwarves die so easily to water. Like, water is their absolute bane of dwarven existence. It really is. They drown so easily. It's kind of sad, honestly. Alright, I should actually start getting some of the workshops moved in here soon as well. Okay. Let's just use the closest material for now. Alright, that fills those in. Let's go up a floor. Yeah, that's gotta be filled. This is definitely the quick way to doing this, but at the same time, it's not going to be perfect, per se. Because they might not accidentally, but they might start building them out of, like, iron or something. Iron blocks. Which I'd rather they not do. I think somebody made a fort that trained all dwarves to be able to swim because some areas were locked behind water that required swimming, and dwarves without swimming could not enter those. Normal areas like 1 to 2 deep water give early swimming levels. I see. So what you're saying is I need to make an area of 1 to 2 deep water that they constantly have to go through to get in and out of the fort. Ah yes, at least you found the body. I would like it if you could retrieve the spear. A masterpiece iron cage. Fantastic. Let's take a look here and see if we have enough tombs. Because our tombs are filling up again. Looks like we still have 2 extra tombs. Man, oh man. Nope. Cancel that. Let's Specify the material, because I don't want you to be using logs, because I need those for other things. I accidentally clicked bauxite there. At least we're halfway to the other side, so we're getting there. It's taking its sweet time, but we are getting there. Let's get a cage trap over here. Iron buckets are done. Very good. Right, everything should be... Yeah, I've already got the orders for that. Struck microline. Oh yes, I forgot about this. Let's go ahead and get this part finished off. So at least this is now sealed up here properly. I also really do need to get this kind of tavern here finished. Well, tavern and this finished, I should say. Let me pull up my design here quickly so I can get this part at least finished for its basic designation. Here we go, layer 6. Let me go ahead and max that out on my screen here so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Okay, so how many tiles deep are you? So that's 13 tiles. So I literally only need to expand this by like one more tile. But I will cancel this one here so I can do this. So we can get that section of the wall started. Which also means we can do this. Apparently I'm being called again. So I'm thinking I'm gonna, because of that, I'm gonna get this started, but then I'm gonna have to wrap things up here soon. Let's get the wall here done. And actually I'll have to cancel, oops. Cancel that, because again, this will have to be stretched out to there. Let me double check my design for this guy. So this whole area is basically wide open to a point. So next to here, this is going to be the wall. And the rest is basically all getting floored in. Yeah, we don't have access to that right now. When we do, I can actually get that finished up. Let me double check the design. Okay. So we're able to fit... This tavern, unfortunately, is only a 6-room tavern. That's literally all it has. So we're not going to have a lot of guests here. So we'll have 3 rooms here, 3 rooms up here, and then a large kind of dance floor / whatever in between them. Okay. Right. So this is getting wrapped up. That's getting wrapped up. One other thing that I do need to start working on is... Let's get the ammo room in here set up. Let me double check my... So that wall extends down there. This extends down how many from one back from the wall? So it goes 1, 2... So down by 8. Okay. So from here... Let me double check just to make sure. Yes, it is 8. Okay, good. So from the wall, which will go right here, goes down. Oh, that's 7. Except I'll cancel this one because there's already a tile there, so I don't have to worry about that. And this right here will be the archery. Well, this will be the shooting range, not the archery range. The archery range will be down on this section. And I need to get this completed soon so we can get our actual archers bloody training. Because we need to, like, desperately get them training. Because the camels are getting restless. Camels are getting very restless. Alright. Trying to think if there's anything else I really need to accomplish right now. We haven't gotten a migration wave in quite a while, I'm also realizing. That was a long time ago when I read it. Okay, so we don't necessarily know if that's going to work. The amount of water and related incidents, that certainly sounds like a good idea to do. Yeah, basically. Might be good to have them going through a pool of water to train their swimming. Did we build? We did not build down here at all. Oh, what's that? Uh-oh. The glassmaker was taken by a Fey mood. There we go. Alright. You need to have a camel pool to reduce the amount of camel-related incidents? No, what I need to do is to capture some damn camels. So if I capture them, then I can train them, and eventually, well, as we're taming them, we will eventually learn, different facts about... Let me actually raise the audio here slightly, because that is kind of a bit too low. But yes, as we're taming them, we will learn different facts about them and become better and better at taming them. Eventually it gets to the point where they stay tamed and they don't go wild, kind of like what's happening with the giant hamsters. Speaking of which, let me go into the pets and livestock here and make sure they get retamed again. If they haven't been already. Which it looks like they were. Yeah, because they're semi-wild. So they're already set to be constantly retrained. So as we keep training the hamsters more and more, we end up, the giant hamsters, we learn more facts about the training until we eventually get to that point. Where we basically can just tame them, and they are tamed, and that is it. Now, you can't necessarily war train them, or do anything like that with them, but still. Oh, I see. I need to actually build something for him. And I better do that quick. Let's also build a... Let's build a kiln. Hopefully someone will construct those quickly, because we kind of need them done. That's actually one thing. One thing that I don't like about Dwarf Fortress that it has done for a long time, and that, as far as I've seen, has never changed, is essentially dwarves like to prioritize the last job that you told them to do, or the newest job that you've told them to do, rather than the earlier latest job you told them to do per se. So they'll always work on the new jobs. So it kind of, screws things over sometimes. I told them to go build that bridge. Now they're not going to build the bridge because they're too busy building the quarters out here instead. Because you can see all this is now done. Because they spent all their time doing this. Someone comes and constructs that quick. Make sure I actually have that selected. I might not. One of these guys did go, so... Hopefully they'll come over here and get her done. All I can hope for at this point. Well, let me actually do this then. Three and three. So that got the mood. Zuntir was taken by the mood. And a child is being attacked again. Yay! God, I hate the children. So, Eden, I need you down here now doing this. Let's restrict you to that. I'll remove your engraving temporarily. So please come build this. And I will customize this to also enable the kiln. If it'll let me. Or if I can find where the hell it is, basically. I might actually have to. I might have to build a second glass kiln. Because if he claims the one, then I'll need to make the other one. Well, all we can do now is wait and hope that he comes and builds it. Which he is, finally. Okay. Let me actually now... have them gather some sand there. We don't have clay, unfortunately, that I've seen. Okay, let's create some... collect sand. And make some glass. So he claimed that workshop as I assumed he would. Yep, he claimed glass furnace. I must have raw green glass and rough gems and logs. Ugh, don't know how we're gonna do for logs, because... Oh, we do have logs. Okay, good. Logs, we are good. Okay, so I literally just need to get the glass done, so I hope he will come and do that really quickly here. So please, let me actually create a quick stockpile here, and I gotta end this here soon, so I better hurry up. Custom. So it's not under that. I don't know what the heck sand is under then. Let me check the wiki. The wiki might tell me. Okay. Collecting it. Yes. So it's not going to really tell me. So in that case, let's go with bars and blocks, stone and clay. There we go. We'll at least set up glass in that stockpile, even if they won't collect sand for whatever reason, or if I can't figure out which stockpile sand is in. At least I can tell them to put the glass in there. Okay, he's making the raw green glass now, so hopefully, if we're lucky, the dwarf will not go insane. Hey, thank you for the follow there, Zace666. Welcome, good sir. Alright, how's the... oh, the bridge is done. Well, I mean, half the bridge is done. Can we reach... Yes, we can reach the end now. Nice. Right, let's go ahead and 62 blocks to finish this. Woof. Well, they'll get her done eventually. Okay. Now, likewise, let's go ahead and keep individually building the wall tiles here. Nice. Been following you on YouTube for ages. No idea why not on Twitch. It is what it is. I mean, I guess... Ooh. Oh god, we have so many skeletons and so many, like, maces everywhere. Really need to retrieve all those items from out there. Oh, I see. That's probably why we aren't retrieving the items. Weapons, armor. Good enough. Because we don't have enough stockpiles. We don't have enough room in the stockpiles. That's why we aren't retrieving them. So again, I really do need to expand the actual, like, crafting section of this fortress. Because I just haven't done it. I have not expanded the crafting section at all. I've been working so much on all the bedrooms and everything else that we just have not even remotely worked on that. So I really do need to get on that here soon. Logs we have, green glass we have, gems we have. Leaving out a work order here. Collect sand. Add a condition. Beast. Say 60 for now. We want that to be... Let's try. Damn, so there's no conditions. So conditions are still, like... not the greatest, in a way. Clear glass. I need green glass. Raw green glass. There we go. Green glass, apparently. We need to do that if it's less than, and we'll say 60. Good enough. But yes, welcome, good sir. All that is done. We're being dealt with ever so slowly. Hopefully he'll just keep hammering that out. Yeah, I don't see where it's stored. Yeah, no. I don't see at all where that is, like, actually stored in a stock pile, unfortunately. Ah, it is what it is. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually, but whatever. For now, I'm just gonna ignore that. Alright. Please just make the raw glass. I need it now. Thank you very much. Oh, they finally got the order in, per se. Alright, how far is this actually? Let me get this, you know what, I gotta, what time is it? Ugh, yeah, I gotta get going here really quick, unfortunately. So let me go ahead and... Oops. Apparently I closed the photos. Let me quickly pull that back open. Inverted pyramid. Let's pull open the actual workshop location so I can get this mapped out, at least for its length. Okay. So there's only going to be 8 workshops here, essentially, or 8 sections, but this is still, like, large enough that it's greater than the size down below. So if I move all my workshops up into here, we will definitely have enough storage space. So let's go ahead and get this designated out. So let's see. So we already have the first one done. So from here, and I've already gone, like, what? Well, let's see. How many tiles do I need to go? So from the center mark, then. So basically only 10 tiles. So 7 tiles more. I might not even need to use that there because this one is already a floor. So as for here, we need, what is it? Ah, damn it. Let me max this out because I messed up my count. So 21 basically. Okay. Perfect. Yay, I can count for once. Huzzah! And all that jazz. That one we can cancel because, again, underneath it is already a floor. So we don't need to waste the materials on that. So this is the width of that, and we already have the length of it. So if I zoom out now, so we're going to have 2 here, and then two on either side. So we already have the kind of basics of this already going here. And we'll resume that for now. Alright. So, I mean, we made some pretty good progress today. I managed to get, we finished lavish meals. Very nice. Actually, where's Shade? Did he actually survive his ordeal against the camel? I don't see him. He might have died. Or he got renamed again. He got renamed again. I hate that. Apparently, let's say the shade the shin. Same thing happened to me for some reason. I got renamed for just no reason. It's like, why? What is going on here? Yep. That verifies that per se. Fertilize every season. Plump helmets in winter. Pigtails. Pigtails. So I don't know if we even have much in the way of potash, but yeah, it should be good. So yeah. Honestly, like, let's take a quick look at our stuff. Wow, 4 people are pissed. I bet they're all the children too. So we have 2 steel bars right now. Unfortunately, that's all we have. We have a ridiculous amount of coke. Dear God, we do not need any more coke. Like, ever. So eventually they're going to work on those orders. But yeah, we are drowning in coke. Which is from all the bituminous coal. So that's what we use to essentially smelt things. So that's our fuel, essentially. But yeah, so everything is going good for that. We can zoom on down into the mines here. I'm still kind of surprised we haven't run into... We have not run into any lava yet. Let's go down to minus 100 then, elevation. So we're going down to the 100th floor. In the hopes that we'll one day find our lava. Being able to work... Yeah, children being... That was another addition that they added, where children can actually do something. So they're not just completely useless. Oh, he ended a mandate. I'm not even sure what the mandate was. I wasn't paying any attention. Whoops. Export of bolts are prohibited. I'm fine with that. What was I doing? Oh, yes. Let's see who's pissed. The children, Id and Shade. Why are you pissed? You're healthy. Vengeful when joining an existing conflict. Didn't feel anything seeing the dead body. Lonely after being away from her family for too long. Uneasy after being unable to acquire something for too long. Bored being unable to wander for too long. Felt satisfied remembering mastering mining. Blissful after sleeping in a great bedroom. So let's actually take a look. So what do we have? God, we have so many children. We have too many dang children, though, still. Regardless of anything else, we still have too many children. So we have 59 dwarves and what? So basically we have 19 children. Dear Lord. So essentially we basically have 40 dwarves right now. So how many actual bed chambers do we have? 40 dwarves. It's about 35 bed chambers, so we do need to get more bed chambers going here really soon. Because this layer is 64 total, so we need to finish it up. Been a while since I watched your content. YouTube, any chance you delete some of your older content? I might have deleted some of it, but I'm not sure. I think, because there were certain things like, I think the Hitman franchise was one where I was getting a lot of either claims or something on it. So I might have deleted some of that, but for the most part, I don't think I've really deleted anything. And unfortunately, if it did disappear, then there's nothing I could probably do about it because I don't have any more like backup copies for that stuff. So, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba, silver. Let's get this floored in. You know, let's do it the quick and easy way, I guess, here. Just so we can get this going. Okay, that's all going to get patched. Get that floored in there. Okay. So this can still go up quite a bit. I think we already kind of measured this one out. Okay. Yep, that's perfect. And then likewise, these are connected there, so we can easily get across and start working on those. Let's do the same here. Good. Why not make the fort out of gold? Because we don't have enough gold. Actually, I'm not even sure if I've seen gold yet. Because we do have a lot of... Let me take a look at my stones. And again, I really do need to be calling things here soon, so I should probably hurry up. Siltstone... Marble, limonite, which is... We double check here. Limonite is... Iron. Yeah, that's basically iron. We've got copper nuggets. We've got malachite, which is also copper. I don't think that's any... Or malachite, whatever it is called. as I'll always butcher that. Yeah, it's only copper. There's no additional material to that. Galena, I think, is also an ore of copper. It's lead and silver, actually. So we do have silver and lead. And lead is actually makes really good blunt instruments. Cassiterite, let's take a look at that. Or cassiterite. It's an ore of tin. Bituminous coal is obviously coal. Platinum, so we actually do have some platinum. Cinnabar, I don't know if that actually makes anything. It's a red stone. It is the most dense non-economic stone besides Slade, so it is useful in stonefall traps and catapult ammo. It will take an eternity to haul without a wheelbarrow. And cinnabar crafts are so heavyweight they can fill up a caravan, so don't use cinnabar. Tetrahedrite, that should also be copper, I think. Let me double check. Most versatile ore in the game. It is a ore of copper and silver. So we can get copper and silver from that guy. And that can be used to make bronze, electron, brass, a lot of things. What else do we have? We got gypsum. I don't think that's used for... that's used for making gypsum plaster in the kiln. Magnetite. Can also be used to make iron. Same thing with hematite. Bauxite, I think that's just a non-economic stone that we use for building, which we have used for building. Borax as well we've used. Kaolinite, I'm not sure. I think that might be another ore. I think that's another ore of iron. No, it's a dark stone, can possibly give us gems, and olivine was used for magma safe, essentially. Microline alabaster, that's one I haven't seen. What is alabaster? It is a finely grained variety of gypsum. Okay, so it's nothing really unique there. So we have copper, iron, silver, tin, and that's about it. So we have quite a bit there. Quite a bit. I have delved deeply into the channel for the last, 16 years of upload. Dear God, it has been a while. It has been a trip. That is for sure. Alright. Well, honestly, I think I should probably end things there for now. And of course, there's another giant agitated firefly, because why wouldn't there be? Fireflies. Actually, how are these doing? Oh, so they still have not constructed the stills for some reason. Well, that's kind of annoying, but okay. 10 years of streaming, the other 6 is better less forgotten. Yeah, I mean, quite literally, the oldest video I think I had on my channel was from Minecraft. And that was, like, ancient. That was way back in the day. Dear Lord. But yeah. But regardless, I think I'm going to call things there for now. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Wait, let me double check here. Now started playing... Oh, sorry, Zornas. I completely missed that there. Let me go back to you first before I run away. Started playing DF, the new Steam release, the first time. Oh, slowly starting to get the hang of it. At least no one is dying instantly. That is good. One bit of advice that I'll give, which is the advice that I kind of did immediately myself, is, let me double check and see if I can find where this is at. Places... Or is it labor? Yes, under labor in kitchens, make sure you disable plump helmets being cooked. Because you want plump helmets, at least initially, to only be brewed. Because you will only get seeds if they are brewed into alcohol. So make sure that you disable cooking, because this is not disabled to begin with, and you will burn through all of your seeds, or burn through all of your plump helmets in food, thus ending up with basically having no seeds, and then your fortress starves and dies. So yes, make sure you tick this off. Oh, yeah, the oldest game-related video was Fort Zombie. Man, I remember that. That was such a... That's like a... What is that? A 420p video, even? God, that was such a good game, though. I'm so disappointed that that game, you know, was never really updated and worked on. Because it was a fun game. It was a really fun game. You know what? Maybe I should try do I have that on Steam still? Or where did I even have Fort Zombie? I don't have it on Steam. Is it even on Steam? Let me take a look here. I'm actually curious now, because I'd love to go back and play some of that again. It is on Steam, and it's like $5. Oh, hell yeah. I'll pick that up then. Yeah, we might do some old Fort Zombie again. That horrible, horrible game. Please, oh, I like this here. I like this here. Let me actually mute the game here for a second and actually turn it down myself, just because I am going to be ending things here afterwards. Yeah, the old AMVs. That was what that is originally what I made the channel for back in the day. Note, this game is original legacy code from 2009, released specifically for the players who wanted access to it. No further updates are planned for this version of Fort Zombie. So yes, they're explicitly telling you, hey, this was released back in 2009. It is buggy as shit. It will not run well. Don't come at us. Basically, we are not updating this. We are not taking your, your bug reports. It is what it is. I do like that they have that on there specifically, because yeah, it is definitely a very, very buggy game, but I would love to go back and, try that again. But anyway, yeah, as old as your video on it was, yeah, those were my first ones, yeah. But regardless, I am going to call things there for now, and I definitely do. I'm thinking I will do that at some point. I will hop back and give that a try. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all again tomorrow, roughly around the same time, where we will once again dive on in. And at that point, I think we're going to continue. We're going to complete the bridge, hopefully complete the bridge, try and get some more cage traps and all that. Hopefully we'll complete the walls around the bridge to keep it nice and safe. And we'll be able to then hopefully actually get a caravan to the fort. Although it might be a couple of years now until we get our next caravan, because the other one kind of ran into camels and had an unfortunate dying incident. But yes, I think one of the oldest things I remember in Dwarf Fort Contrast was the Balrog freezing. Yep, the Eternal Glacier. And then it broke out in time to fight the giant humanoid god leading a goblin army. God, that was fun. I also recently found the clip to my Masterwork Dwarf Fortress, which was Season 9 of my Masterwork Let's Play, where the terrain, or the world generation glitch, made it so that half the mountain was adamantine, and we just made everything out of adamantine. It was amazing. But yes, have a great one, everybody. Thanks y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.